which I will first open up in motion. Yes, there it is. Okay. Now, I will open up our... Nope, that's not it. That's it. Okay. And here, in our final clip, he walks out of there, and I pop up here, and then he goes after me, and then we mask this the same way before. A mask over here to hide me crawling around. I go all the way around the camera, and then you can even see a little editing mistake here. The mask goes around the pool table, down under here, and then up over this area, and then I walk behind this thing, but then my body was sticking out a little bit, and you can see in these frames, if you watch carefully behind this cabinet, you can see my body actually fade into the shot before I pop up. So then I pop up, I go down again, then I just, because me and him crossed paths, the masking would be impossible, so it was a little mistake, so instead I decided to do a little slow-mo with that. And for a tutorial on how to use slow-mo and optical flow, you can view my tutorial on slowing down time. Now, we keep panning on through here. So then, I appear behind the bar using the same masking method as before. Once again, same masking method. Here's another little editing mistake. We crossed paths again. I decided just not to bother with the masking. There I am again, and on the others, and then, yep, same masking method as before, same as in the first video. First or second scene, where I make the mask across the pole here. I walk out, show him the camera so that I still have it, dive behind the pool table, then once again another mask so I can appear behind the bar. Then he pulls out the gun, and he shoots me. Now, this was one of the more complicated scenes to do. The shot you're seeing here with him shooting me was the one shot we did. Then on another separate shot, I fell from behind the pole. So that's kind of how we got that effect. Now, in order to get that, I had to meticulously mask every frame of my body. Well, I should have masked every frame. I kind of did every third frame, which, as you can see, if you watch it frame by frame, like my head gets cut off here, and I'm misshapen, but no one seems to notice. Then I'm on the ground, in these two places. Then my logo sneaks up behind another mask on the pole while I fall. Just kind of keyframed it to move with my head. And then that stops. And then the whole thing. And then it freezes and then fades away, leaving only the title. I don't see any reason to really walk through the motion project unless you have any questions. Okay. The last thing I'm going to show you regarding that video is how to get that final effect. The effect with the shaky camera and all that. It's actually quite simple in motion. So, let's see how much time I've... Alright, 16 minutes, wow. Okay. Last part here is... So, as you can see, we had the effect here, and that was simply using the bad film effect. That is in Inspect, Library, Filters, and Bad Film. It's right there. Now, bad film is very, very, very customizable. Here it is. So you can customize every aspect of it. I left all of the settings at their default, except for in between. In all the different shots, unfortunately, some things would change. Like a bar stool would move, or especially between scenes 2 and 3. If we look carefully here, if we look on the table over here and by the bar stools, when we hit that, let's see, coming up, so then I shake the camera a whole lot, out of focus. That's just keyframing some of these different aspects. But even then, we can still see yeah, right there. So if you look, watch the bar stool move, and this stuff on the table moves a lot too. So that's why I had all the extra distortion. And then the end was all just the way it was as you saw it. And then the music was created by John in GarageBand, simply enough. That is pretty much all that you really need to know to make a video just like that, if you would like. If anybody wants to have any of the original project files or anything, I can make that happen. If there's any questions or other tutorials that you want to see, just leave a comment on this video or send me a message. There is one thing I do want to touch on that was requested by one of my subscribers named iPod Watcher. He wanted to know how in a previous video, how I called motion, I think it was called frame manipulation or something of the like, and what the effect was is I threw a pillow up in the air, that pillow froze, and then I clapped again and it stopped. And this is very similar to what I described in these projects here, where I simply created a mask around the side where the pillow enters the shot, and I just froze it, and I left it frozen, and then I just started playing the video again with that same mask still applied, so the pillow can continue moving well after I had thrown it. So that was the basis of that. If that's not detailed enough, iPod Watcher, please send me another message. Okay, that is the conclusion of this very long tutorial on how to get that effect. Goodbye.